Welcome back to another episode of the Buns and Rants show, right here on the Kwadwo Sheldon Studios platform. You know what we do on the show? We discuss everything that has to do with millennials, Gen Zs, the older generation, the good and bad of society, what is wrong with our existence in general. Yeah, we just put our 2 bits on it and then we move. Once again, these are not our words. These are not our words. Don't take it and then run it on social media and come and be doing something. Don't do it. Don't do it. Right to introduction. I'm your girl, Ajwa Adi. I'm going to start from my left now.
Okay. Hi, I'm Bree.
Hi, Bree.
Hi.
And then to my right,
Princess Belle.
Princess Pell.
Yeah.
Prince Kanti.
Princess She. Princess She. Prince of where? Tell me. Prince of
You
where?
didn't ask her princess of where, but you're asking me. Prince of Ghana.
That's right. What are we discussing today? Is it wise to block your friends to make your partner comfortable? Is it wise to block your friends to make your partner comfortable? Now, I'm going to go to the ladies first, because if I go to Scanty first, he will slap me. So to the ladies, first and foremost, is it something you do? Would you take someone out of your friend circle or block the person just because your partner says, I don't really like this person?
Well, it would depend on a lot of things. I think the question is it wise to block your friend base because for your partner? I don't think it's a wise thing to do.
Okay.
I'll ask a number of questions. I should know why. And also, it would depend on the length of relationship I've had with that particular friend.
Okay.
As compared to my boyfriend.
Your relationship.
My relationship. Because, men are very essential. Men will help you. No matter how you degrade or you undermine the relevance of that relationship or that friendship you have with that particular person, you never know. This world is a very small place. You never know where you're going to bump into him or her. So I don't think I'll just outrightly block that person for the comfortability
of your partner.
Of my partner.
You'll follow a series of questions and investigations to know where it's coming from. All right.
Yeah.
Pearl?
So I believe that there has to be a very solid reason for my partner to ask me to block my friend.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you, why do you really want me to block the person? And if your reason is reason enough, very solid, I think, it should be a major reason I should block the person, because we cannot be stressing over somebody out there and
somebody outside your relationship.
Exactly. We cannot. So I think I will block you. It will give him a peace of mind, and that's just it. I will.
So you're prioritizing your partner's
first,
peace of mind.
We're the two in the relationship.
All right. Scanty.
I won't block anyone.
Exactly.
I'm not going to block anyone. I don't see any reason why my partner asked me to block a friend.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I know that friend before I met you.
Okay.
So if I have something to do with that friend, I wouldn't come for you. So why do you ask me to block a friend? For what even if the reason is valid, it doesn't make sense to me to ask me.
So what if the friend is feeding negativity into your relationship?
That's what I was going to say.
Don't
base it on relationship. Don't base it like maybe it's a female friend.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not always a female friend. It could be a male friend. And that male friend will be like, the lifestyle being shut down.
So if his lifestyle is not good, I'm the one supposed to take that decision, not you, my partner.
Okay.
If the lifestyle is not good, I would know that this friend is not going to help me.
Yeah.
So I decide to block him or not.
Someone will argue that because you're in the friendship, you don't really you're oblivious to the person's
because also
character.
you are in the position. That's why you would ask me to block him. Because if it's my friend and I feel like this friend is not going to help me, I'll stop. But you don't come into my life and then ask me to block someone so that the wedding day will come. That's my question. Who is
family,
coming? No, who is coming? No, okay, they can ask you to even block a family member.
Yeah.
For one. And people who start with that, they are the people that when you get into marriage, they can ask you not to bring your mom to the house. It starts from the bottom before we get to the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I have friends. I need people right now. I'm making friends to gather and bring them to my marriage. Now, if I block one, the next day, this guy is not going to help me, block this person. I'll just be blocking people because my partner says that. Then what if the relationship doesn't end well? I have to apologize to the person.
Exactly. It's not marriage, Ajwa.
Unless we are married.
See.
If we are not married, I won't block anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, so you would do that on the
Even
the
if
marriage
we are married,
stage.
it would depend. It would depend. I can make the decision for myself. This friend is not going to, but you won't tell, no. Who are you?
I see. Do you agree with him?
I do not. I do not agree with him because you're just going to make your partner feel like you don't
prioritize their feelings.
You don't
You're doing
prioritize
what
their
you
feelings.
want.
Your feelings is based on what my friend is doing. When you are okay, you and I.
What if your partner has a very valid reason?
Let's say you and I, we are in a relationship. We are fine.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
Mm-hmm.
Even if my friend is bringing negativity, we are still fine. So what's the problem?
You should cut the person off.
No, we are fine in the relationship. And you are saying my friend is bringing something negative. But you and I, we are still fine. So why do I block him?
So if the negativity is hovering around the two of you, you're not fine.
What
because
kind of negativity
she's
are we
bringing it to
talking
you
about?
because clearly it bothers her.
If that's the case, then I have to block everyone. Because all my friends
Yeah,
are one. Yes, all my friends are the same. All my male friends are the same. So if I block one, it won't help. I have to block everyone.
Everybody,
So I have to broadcast list, then I block everyone. That's what I have to do.
So you have friends from church, you have friends from school, you have friends from...
I make friends that I want, and I make friends who are in one accord. So they are all one. So if I block A, it means till Z. Everyone means
So basically, your friends characterize you.
Yes.
Because you pick out of your own character. Say you are in a relationship with your partner. You've been going on for, let's say, like 2 years. And then one of your friends also meets somebody, right? And then he starts dating. He meets one very off girl with a nasty attitude. And then the character of this girl starts rubbing on your friend. And then your friend is going to bring that to you.
Okay.
And then your partner sees it and she's like, oh, this person, the kind of girl she's hanging out with is not like... because it's sourced from his relationship and then he will bring it into your relationship because your friends advise you.
Yeah.
What would you do in that
she's
state?
looking beyond me. In the relationship.
Exactly. She's protecting.
When you are supposed to focus on you and I, you are looking beyond
when you're
me.
in a relationship.
In that same way, that friend's girlfriend will also see my partner as someone who is not correct. It could be. You see someone not to be correct. Somebody somewhere will also see you not to be correct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But right now it's about you and then your partner.
But if you ask me that, I would have to assess it. Is this friend going to help me or not?
Or not.
Okay.
If my decision doesn't stand,
help you in what?
whether what you are saying is true or not.
Okay.
If this friend is going to pollute me, fine, I can make the decision to cut him off, but I won't block me. On my own, when I was single, I never block anyone.
Okay.
So
you
why
won't-
do
you
I
won't
get?
block the
I won't
person?
block you. No, I don't.
blocking
Why
is
do I block?
extreme,
No.
yeah.
Blocking is
block,
extreme.
If I
It's
block
so
you,
extreme. Why? For what reason?
Block you.
I like how she said, I'll block
You
you.
block
I like
me.
how she's saying it.
Yes.
Why?
I feel like you have to block the person. I feel like when you block the person, okay, for me, when I block people, it's kind of like I don't know, something has been lifted off me.
A burden has been taken
So I
off
feel
of
like
you.
people should learn to block people because like block the person. You should try it. Like
When I finish, I'll come for lessons.
yes,
I'm
You
sure
just
you
tap
have
the
blocked
block
a lot of
button.
people
a
by
lot
now.
of people.
Yeah, I know. If I block you and I blow, who do I flex on? So I
You
pack-
see from afar.
No, they can't see because you have blocked them.
They cannot
You have blocked them. So me, I don't block. I pack you down. When I make it, then I flex on you. I don't block people. Why do I block you? No. You need to see at every point in time, you have people who like you and
Right.
people who will not like
Yeah.
you. If you block your haters, your friends will also become your haters, and you continue blocking.
Okay.
You don't sell ice block, but you are just blocking people. I'm not going to. I'll just leave it to you.
But then somebody would argue that when you are faced with a problem, it's better to dig the root out. It's better to just, you are going to assess the situation. That's
Yeah.
you just weeding the top. But then the root situation is still there. So she would say block because when you
So-
block, it takes the person out
So
of
the
your
only
life.
way you
You're
cut
not
someone
going
off
to
is
have
block the
any.
person.
I don't just wake up
feedback.
and block you. Like there has to be a very solid reason why this thing keeps happening. It keeps happening. It won't stop. So you have to block the person. When you block the person, you're free. Like it's gone.
So let's say if your partner says that this person you are dating, there's a problem or this, and the reason is valid, you just go ahead, tell the person that my partner says that to block you, so we just get
I'll
out.
tell you.
You just block the
When
person
I see you outside, I'm like, yeah,
cool.
But then on the phone, I'll block you.
to protect your partner.
Yes.
Let me
Peace
cite
of mind is
this
very
instance,
important.
then I'll ask the girls. I watched was it Selling Sunset? Yeah, it was Selling Sunset. And in one of the characters, she was about to get married, right? And she has a very nice relationship with, so they're into real estate. And there's this girl at the office. They're very cool. They're friends because it's like a big friend circle at the
Yeah.
office. And then the partner comes into the picture and I don't know, they hang out 1 or 2 times, right? And then the partner gets to assess this friend. And then according to him, he just doesn't like the thinking trail of her friend.
Okay.
Like she doesn't like the way her friend thinks. Like when a situation comes, the kind of input she gives, like he doesn't like it at all. So he told the girlfriend that this person is not coming to our wedding.
Wow.
And truly, he was like, she is not coming to our wedding. Go and tell her, it's your friend. Tell her friend. She's not coming to our wedding. And the girl had to carry that burden of telling her friend that, I'm sorry, my partner doesn't like you, so don't come to our wedding. No. Is this something that you're...
Actually, I've been faced with something similar.
Okay.
I don't even know how to start this, but it was very heavy on me because I've known this person for like 8 years of my life, and it was just based off a comment my friend made. Okay. She was like, "Oh, this guy does not dress well. He's not very good when it comes to his fashion," and he apparently had it. So he was.
Wait, your friend said that about your partner?
Yes,
and damn, and
that one we are fighting.
No, but that's crazy though.
Yeah.
Why would she say that?
That was
about
a lot
your
for me, but. For me, I think it was just like, 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 that kind of thing. But it wasn't like very hard, like, I don't like his fashion sense. So what your friend said was true? It was actually true. I'll not lie. I mean, I will not lie. I'll not lie. But it's not in a bad light. But, some people are just not so good with colors and everything. So it was just like a flimsy, comment. And I was like, I just took it like a joke. But actually, he had it. And it was so pain in his heart because he really liked my friend so much.
Yeah.
And if I'm to tell you some of the things he will go out of his way to do for my friend, I can understand why he was so pained. So in this case, I sat for a while. I think for some time, I thought about it. I reflected on all that he had said. Yeah. And I decided to take a step and say, okay, yes, of course, I'm just going to sideline this friend of mine. And actually did. But in the long run, I realized that, no, people have flaws. You can't just cut somebody off based off a particular, character trait you find not comfortable with. That was too extreme for me. So till now, I have issues with that friend. We are not like in talking terms based off of that comment. But she doesn't know that this is what happened. That's this actual reason that I sideline her or I'm not really responsive to her.
I'm just imagining how uncomfortable she might feel because one day you and I are like, we're so close and all of a sudden you're like drawing back. That's crazy though.
So I feel, it's extreme.
No one here will fight.
So you see?
For that particular reason, we will fight. Yeah. But then you see, in as much as she said that, that's why I asked her if she also believes what the guy wore was not good.
Yeah.
If you believe, then we won't fight.
Okay.
If you agree, maybe the person is just passing a funny comment. But if you agree what your friend said,
it was.
It's a problem and you moved away. Right now, I would want to ask her, did that relationship stand?
Okay.
Did it stand?
No.
Are you still talking with your friend?
Yeah, we recently started talking.
Look at this.
That's why I'm against what because that relationship might not end well.
Yeah.
And now you have to go back to see when your relationship don't go well. The only people you can talk to is your friends.
Friend.
So imagine you block all your friends to protect your partner. True. And then they show you, who do you go back to? Do you go back to the friends? That's why I'll try to keep the two. But me, if you say something negative about my partner, that is it.
Yeah.
My partner, and when you're you don't have any right to complain. So the moment you complain, I get that one, I'll block you.
Considering what you just said, does it mean that your friends are not supposed to have an opinion on your relationship?
No. My relationship is not for you.
Yeah.
It's my relationship. So if you want to discuss, you can talk to me, yes. But when it comes to my relationship, it's none of your business. Yeah. I saw her and then I moved to her alone because I've seen something. What might be nice for me will not be nice for you.
Right.
If everything is nice for everyone, then all the guys will be dating Ajwa and we'll leave her alone.
But
all the guys will be dating her and we'll leave you alone.
You just said that when you have problems, you go in your relationship. Or that's not what you meant?
No, that's not what I meant. Please.
Okay, so when you have problems in a relationship, you don't take it to your friends?
No, I don't take it to my friends. No. I don't know the advice they are going to give me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
What would they tell me? Right now, the society we live in, if you go and tell your friend, they will tell you.
They're just carrying it away. You see it on Twitter tomorrow.
Girls really talk a lot. So sometimes you just find yourself just talking about it, not really want an advice, but it's just like, what do you think about this? And not really an advice, but.
And they never give the best advice too.
Well,
your
some
friends
do.
never.
Some do.
Your friends never. What kind of friends do you have?
What's the best advice they'll give you when you're having an issue with your partner?
No, sometimes maybe they've gone through something similar with their
Exactly.
partners in the past, so they can tell you that, oh, I went through it. This is how I did it. I don't know if it's gonna work for you, but then
They wouldn't say if it's going to work for you. They'll ask you to follow their path.
again, what kind of friends
Always,
do you
that's
have?
why we have friends. We can have a group of girls. There
Yeah.
are 4.
Yeah.
All of them are single. One person's in a relationship. They'll make sure that one person also joins them. Unity.
everybody will
We
be
like
for the street.
we like solidarity. We want to.
No, that's actually
So
true.
if 3 people are in a relationship and one person is single, they will find a boyfriend for that person.
Yeah.
That's actually true. I think I saw this story somewhere. Some friends like it's when you're in the same lane with them.
Yeah.
Because you can't be outside looking on the inside. They were all jobless, right? So they were going out a lot, taking trips, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And then one person got a 9 to 5. So she's not available. She's not available
They'll
for
pray
the
for you.
Yeah.
Income.
Friends don't, I
They'll
don't
sack
like-
you in 2 weeks.
friends don't always give the best advice.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, but then aspects of the blocking the media,
Yeah.
I
not
can't
the
It
be
doesn't
best.
work
It's not
for
the
you.
best. Yeah.
I watched Through My Window on Netflix, and then there's this character Yoshi. He was like, relationships are temporary. You break up with your boyfriend, he'll leave, but friendships are forever.
Friendships are
And
not
not
forever.
forever.
Friendship, hey,
Some friends will
Friendships are-
betray you.
Some friendships
are
are forever.
Okay,
no.
some.
it will be very difficult, even if it's some. You can only
Honestly,
carry one to the end.
I don't disagree with
You
you.
can only
because
carry one to the end.
that
Yeah.
one that I thought I could carry
Let's
to
use it
the
for our
end,
parents.
they've
Ask your
showed
parents,
me.
the friends they make.
Yeah.
Ask your parents the friends they make back then.
Yeah.
Where are
As
they?
at now, they only have one. You can't keep a group of friends till the end. You
Probably-
only have one. They will get to a time. It get to a time. Some will be married. Some will part with. You can only keep one particular friend till
Right.
the end.
And probably that's your
why
wife.
everyone has a best
That's your
friend.
wife. Or,
That's your wife.
of your husband. Your partner.
So you can see friends, even though relationships, some are not forever. Some friendship are your primary friends, are they still there? JHS
No.
friends, SHS
No.
friends.
No.
Even after we leave here today, you make new friends.
Yeah.
And eventually they are going to move away. So it's normal.
Well,
So friendships are not forever. Relationships too are not forever.
do you agree? Like, female friendships are very different from male friendships.
Oh yes, very different.
You agree
Very,
as well?
very different.
I think so, yeah.
Very different in so many ways. You know, females, I don't know, but you know, women are very competitive. Naturally, we are naturally
Right.
competitive.
Yeah.
We like to be the better
Yeah.
version of the other person. And I don't know why it's a mind thing.
It's a horrible mindset.
Yeah, it's a
Let me
horrible
say
mindset.
that.
But then I think it's by impulse. You don't expect to do that, or you don't expect
Women
to
are
feel that.
naturally like
yeah,
that.
we are naturally like that. You always want to be like on top, better than the other person.
Yeah.
But even if the other woman is probably really admiring you or something, she just like I just like something you're wearing, and it's from a very good heart. But deep within, she wishes that I could be like her.
Exactly.
You understand? But for men are more like, I like you. Like I mean, it's just like a vibe. You
Men are
understand?
easygoing. They see
Yeah, they're
something, they talk
easygoing.
about it, they're over it.
Yeah, so
Like,
for me, I'm not
Not
so good
now.
at female
Not
friends.
now.
Not now.
All the guys want to be in a competition, just like how women are.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
we
really?
have gotten to a time where guys also want to do the same
Oh.
thing. Unless that person
What
is very
do you guys
resilient, because
compete about?
themselves.
Girlfriends and stuff.
Yes, that's why.
They even
yes,
they are
a guy
talking
would
about
be-
who has
yeah,
the
who
best
has the best
girlfriend, who has like the buddy
Yes,
in the group.
right now we are
Yeah.
competing. So that's why a
information.
guy can have a girlfriend for even 3 years and he wouldn't showcase the girl to his friend because they would laugh. Say this girl is not nice, your girlfriend.
Oh.
So yes, guys right now
do
they
that.
want competition. That's why every guy wants to go out with somebody who is very pretty.
Right.
Girls who used to do the same thing. But now some girls follow money. So even when your head is big, they don't mind. They still chase you. But guys don't care about themselves when they're out with a girl. They care about the reflection of a guy. That's why a guy can invest in his girlfriend
reflection of the girl.
and leave himself. For the
Right.
girl, when they say, this is the president's wife. They don't care about the president, but they care about the wife. That's why I want to build a point to ask her when she was saying her friend said something about the boyfriend. I want to ask her, if the boyfriend didn't complain, what would you do to the girl?
Well, I had
You'd probably let it pass, right?
not let it pass, but I feel, I realized something. I've realized a pattern. I realized a pattern with her. She sometimes passes some comments and all that, but sometimes she's like, "Oh, this guy is a very good guy. I think you take him like that." Sometimes like, "Oh, girls," she can be so confusing. But I realized that if I'm to follow her lead of advice, it won't end me well. I went in for him. I decided to be with him. your advice should not be based on my decision. I shouldn't base your. I
shouldn't base her advice on your decision.
Right. I shouldn't do that because I realized that it was becoming a thing for me, and I was always going for her for advice and what do you think about him and all that. And I'm like, nah, this is not right. So from then on, I just like, no. Yeah. I just cut that off.
What would you do if your friend complains about your partner's dressing? What would you do?
So it depends on how the person says it. I feel like, okay, wait, how did she say it? Was she like,
oh, Charlie, let's be dear.
That's bad. And I was like, maybe he'll be smiling, but then deep down,
no, but
let's
let's put it in the case where the guy, your boyfriend, didn't hear about it. She only told you. How would you react? Or how are you going to take that situation?
No, it depends on how she says it. That's what I think. If she's playful about it, I mean, we all say things that, like, you see this person walking and like, what is this?
You see?
Yeah. Let's say she's in a serious way.
In a serious way, they don't accept. So how is it your business? I mean, he's
so
my boy.
You tell her.
Like, you're not supposed to say. It's not everything you're supposed to say. You can think it, but then you're not supposed to let it out. Because maybe, like, it might hurt the other person's feelings. He's my boyfriend, and you're passing such a comment means, like,
so when you go back to the guy, what are you going to do to work on that?
When we're going out, I think I'll dress him up myself.
But you won't buy him.
Funny enough,
I'll buy it for him. Okay, we'll go shopping.
Don't start.
I'll pick it out for him.
I think now we have to start commenting on girls, your boyfriend, so that when you guys go out, you'll be buying. Oh my God. If that's what they'll be doing.
But funny enough,
do that.
I was gonna say my friendships reflect my character a lot. I make sure that my friends, they're in tune with me, right? So if my friend says that, I know it's something that I would say about, like, she knows exactly. But then I would make sure, because people tend to get very carried away. I would make sure that if we're speaking about it, it ends there. You're not getting the complacency that it's okay for you to go outside and speak about my boyfriend because I'm okay with it. I would make sure that you understand, because as we're having a conversation, she might get carried away and go outside and, oh, that girl cried the other time. Her boyfriend was wearing like banku colors and so. And that's like
by now,
relationship.
Within the guy, he feels like he has dressed to the maximum. And then you come and he's wearing Ireland colors. That day we'll fight. If my friend tells me that we'll fight, that day I'll go ahead and block the person.
Exactly.
If you complain about my partner, I'll block you.
It is what it is.
I don't block, but that one I'll block.
Yeah. So wrapping up, basically, you have to know and then make the decision for yourself, because at the end of the day, it's up to you. Weigh your friendship and then weigh your relationship. Who has to go? Who is staying? Make the decision for yourself. Leave your comment down there in the comment section. We want to know your thoughts and opinions as well. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. For now, peace out.